You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Miss JuJu.
Hi, thank
Hello,
you for
Juju.
Why
having
do you
me.
keep calling her Miss JuJu?
Right.
I don't know.
Why is he adding that Miss?
I don't JuJu, just JuJu. I just Miss JuJu.
Now,
I don't know.
JuJu, we haven't met you up here before, but we've been having some conversations about you.
Right, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, first of all, let's just say congratulations on getting your master's.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Where
it.
is Barry University?
Well, it's based out of Miami.
Okay.
But I've been going to the school in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what?
Well, congrats.
What do we
Thank
do?
you so much. Well, now I'm gonna go for the doctorate. I'm not gonna take my time with it. You know what I mean? And I'm actually working on my second book, so I have a lot of things going on. You know, I just feel like with education, that's something that if all else fails, nobody can take that from me. You know what I mean?
And
I
you
can
also
always
can
fall back
never
on it.
stop learning too.
No, and I can
say
always
that.
fall back on it. So.
Well, what made you do Love and Hip Hop?
What made me do Love and Hip Hop? Well, Love and Hip Hop was actually, they've hit me up since season 3, and I never wanted to do it.
You and Cameron together. They wanted
Yes.
you to-
Are you the only person on Love and Hip Hop with a master's? I think so.
I don't know. I haven't investigated that.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't make those assumptions.
I'm just
Right,
asking.
Right. I'm not sure.
If you got
I
your
gotta-
master's, you're proud and you say it. I'm
Yeah.
just asking. But go ahead.
I don't know. I won't say.
She's not trying to put nobody else down in the
No,
process
I
of
didn't say
her.
I put nobody down. I just said, go ahead.
Right. So yeah, Love and Hip Hop hit me up and they hit us up, me and Cam, in season 3. At the time, we was like, nah, that's not something we want to do. We don't want to let like the curtain up, as Cam would say. Like we don't want to bring people in our business. Like we show them a little bit on Instagram, but we don't want to do it. Last year, they hit up Cam, and Cam actually went to the first interview for me. And he was like, I think it'll be a good look for you. You know, if I have to do it with you, I'll do it. I'll only shoot scenes with you, but you should do it. I had a talk with Mona. I decided to do it, and Cam then backed out. He said he didn't want to do it anymore. So I talked to Mona, and she was like, you know, I feel like you have enough personality to do it by yourself. And I was like, let me give it a shot. And I would say that my experience has been very positive. You know, I have nothing negative to say about it. It's a
So
good
Cam never
platform.
did no episodes at all?
Well, he did one episode with
And that
me.
was in the trailer and everything, and he was mad about that.
Yes,
remember?
he was
'Cause-
very, very upset about that. That was completely different because originally he was going to come on with me.
What made him back out?
I don't know. Somebody made a phone call or something and told him he was going to be on XYZ episodes, and he was like, I only said I was filming with JuJu. You know, y'all already starting wrong. Y'all not listening and respecting what I told you guys. I'm over it. So the day we were going to sign, he was just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I was doing it for you, and I don't want to do it. And I understood where he was coming from with his brand and his business. He just didn't feel like Love and Hip Hop would benefit him. It would benefit me. You know what I mean? So I got it, and I respected it. So I just, did my thing. I talked to Mona, and I was like, hey, he doesn't want to do it. Would you take me by myself? And she was like, yeah. So I took a shot at it.
Did you have real friends that you were friends with like before the show?
Yeah. I'm friends with Yandy. I'm friends with Kimbella. I'm friends with Remy. Little Mo is on the show this season, which I'm friends with. I met Snoop through Cam. So yeah, it was like
It was natural.
it was natural because I already knew these people and I already hung out with them. So yeah.
All right. Well, when Cam was up here, he said the reason that y'all broke up, because you guys were together for how long?
Cam and I known each other for 15 years, but we were together for 10.
Okay, you were together for 10 years.
How did y'all meet?
I used to work at the airport in Orlando, and he had a concert or something, and he came, like before TSA was even around, 2002, and he came through just in passing, and he was like, hey, I think you're beautiful. Can I have your number? And the rest was just history. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. It was a cute
But
story.
y'all started as friends, really.
Oh, yeah, we were really good friends. Cam actually, when we started getting serious, he moved down to Orlando with me. At the time, I was working at the airport. I was going to school. I wanted to be a hygienist at the time, and I was just like getting my feet wet with real estate. And, when he came down, he was just like, oh, what are you doing with this real estate stuff? And that's how we acquired having properties together down there in Orlando. But, yeah, he definitely moved down there to be with me. But I'm not originally from Orlando. I heard, you got bad luck with Florida people. I was born in Brooklyn. And
Brooklyn?
Yes, and raised in Miami. Yeah.
All right. Now, he said the reason that you guys broke up was it just wasn't fun anymore.
That was really hurtful to me because Cam and I had, we were really good friends, and he said it wasn't fun for him anymore and that I was concerned about what was going on Instagram and saying who he was following, and that's not true. I basically was more concerned about a respect level. You know what I mean? There's dick pics up and down my Instagram as well, and I don't like them out of respect I didn't.
Oh,
like
I
him
thought
like
people
that.
were sending you his dick pics. I was
No,
like,
no.
whoa,
I'm just saying
that is disrespectful.
No, I'm just saying, like, just as you're in a relationship, people, if somebody has like the coochie out or the booty out and you liking the pic, they're like, okay, I'm just like my pic, slide in the DM type shit. My thing was, don't do what I don't do to you. Like, respect me, because there's dick pics that fly up and down my Instagram as well, and I can like them too, but out of respect for you, I don't do that. So I just wanted the same respect. I don't want to wake up and look at Instagram and you're at a game with somebody talking about, oh, me and my friend. If that's your friend, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with you having female friends, but it has to be a respect level. Tell me, hey, babe, I'm going to the, to the game.
Right.
Why do I have to see it on Instagram? And it's not because of Instagram. It's because of the things that you were doing concerning Instagram. And then you didn't respect my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that was more of it. What were you going to say?
No, so you guys were arguing over that. I was going to say, I understand what you mean, though. Like, at least let me know what you're doing so my sister's not hitting me up like, your man's at the game and you don't know. Like,
No,
you
it's not.
You would rather know and be like, oh, yeah, he told me he's with.
Because, there's some people that have a relationship where every move they make, they tell their partner. There's some people that it's more loose.
Well, you know what? We had a really good friendship. So I feel that if you're going to the game with a female friend or anybody, you should be able to tell me. I shouldn't see it on the gram. And my sister, nobody told me. These are things that I was seeing myself. And it was concerns that I was having that I brought to Cam's attention. Not only that, prior to this happening, because that was like the last blow up we had, Cam, for the past year, was just like basically pushing me away. Like, I didn't go to any of his concerts. I wouldn't go to any of his hostings. And I was like, yo, what's up? Like, this is me. Like, we're like best friends, like peas in a pod. Like, what's up? Oh, you got your own thing going on.
You wouldn't go, or he wouldn't invite you?
He said I couldn't go.
Oh, okay.
He said I had my own thing going. And I never understood. I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, nah, you got your own thing going on. I'm like, well, what happened in a year that now I have my own thing going? Because for the past 9 years, I've been going to everything and I've been cheering you on and been, behind you. So what's going on? I'm like, is there anybody else? No. You just need to have your own identity. You have your own. I'm like, my own identity, what does that have to do with me supporting you? Like, my whole thing with the whole Instagram and Cam introducing me to the world, and I've thanked him many times, but I'll thank him again. Cam, I thank you. Is that the camera right there?
Yep.
Thank you, Cam, for introducing me to the world and allowing me to showcase that I'm more than a pretty face and a body, that I'm, proud to be an Afro-Latina. I'm educated. I have businesses, and to show who I really am. So thank you for that. In the same token, I didn't understand what was going on and why. I felt that because Cam introduced me to this industry, that me working hard, because I work just as hard as he works, you know what I mean? And I worked like that because I wanted to make him proud and show him, like, Cam's been in the industry for 20 years.
Right.
So if he wanted to sit down and live off the real estate we have and the businesses he have, I want to be able to be like, babe, sit down, I got it. You know what I mean? I'm bringing something to the table as well. I never knew that me going for my education, going for my degrees, working hard as well as, like, as hard as he's working, was going to turn into, that's not fun. He never told me that. I heard it when, the snippet that I saw on Instagram, and it was really hurtful because I'm like, yo, like, you gonna let go a friendship of 15 years because you're saying it's not fun for you no more? I'm sorry, I can't be the 2009, 2010 JuJu. We're almost in a new century. Like, we're going into 2018. I can't do it. This thing called life is about elevating and growing, and if that makes me not fun, then I'm okay with that. I definitely am.
So you think you guys kind of just grew apart, or you think something else was going on?
I would say it was more of a growing apart. I wouldn't blame Instagram or, I think that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I wouldn't blame that. I would say that we were just going in different directions. I felt that, there were some things that I wasn't going to compromise, and one of those things was I'm going to be respected regardless, because I show you the same respect. You haven't never seen me in no tabloid or embarrassing you.
Did it just start with the likes? Because you guys been together for 9 years, so I mean, I'm sure he was liking pictures 7 years ago.
Well,
did something like, what just changed? Like, because you guys been together a long time, so it's not like today I just liked the picture and you didn't like it. Like, did I do this all the time and now you saying you didn't like it, or was it something new that was happening?
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say you can like any picture on Instagram. I like pictures on. It's the particular pictures that you do like. You know what I'm saying? And if I bring it to your attention and you see, Cam. Okay, when Cam introduced me to this industry, he told me he didn't want guys putting their arm around me when I take pictures with fans and stuff. And he was like, because people can look at that and think something's going on or try to attach me to the person. And I understood that. I'm like, okay, cool. I respect that. Right. Yeah, I'm like, okay, say no more. I don't even have to question you about why you're saying that. You're my man. I'm going to respect that. And that was it. Promoters who promote me, they already know. Like, some of them make fun of me like, yo, don't put your arm around JuJu. Like, they know that he don't play that type thing. That's what my man said. That's what it is. So if I'm telling you, don't like these chicks showing their ass or don't follow such and such, you don't like me to follow certain people either. So don't make it seem like it was just a one-sided thing. You understand what I'm saying? And that wasn't the reason why we separated. It was more of a like, why can't I be part of what you have going on? Then you're going out with the same circle of people that you've been going out, but the only one that's left out is me. So how does that make me feel? You know what I'm saying? The same chicks going, same entourage going, but now you can't go. You got to stay home. Now, you know what I'm saying? So it just was escalating, and I just felt like, listen, if you don't want to be with me, just say so. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather us save the friendship, and that's what we was trying to do until that whole blow up that happened online. That I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to be friends.
What
no
blow
more.
up that happened?
With the old girl and what happened
I
was
was on vacation. I missed them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he wasn't here when we interviewed Cam.
Okay, so what happened was Industry on Blast is a blog. They posted like Cam and I been broke up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's 6 months in, but nobody knew about it. And
Well, we knew apparently.
Well, you guys knew because you guys did on the rumor report. But before I even went on Love and Hip Hop and talked about it, I was coming to work giving people advice and wearing a smile on my face when I was like tore up on the inside because we were not together. You know what I mean? And I had to hide this. One day my producer saw that I wasn't okay, that I wasn't the same happy, you know, so she asked me about it. And I told her, I broke down, I told her. And
that was Kim Osario, right?
No, Kim Osario is not my producer.
Cameron kept saying.
Kim Osario is not even my producer. Kim Osario doesn't have anything direct to do with me. So I don't know. I have nothing to do with that story. My producer name is Cam as well. Her name is Kamla. And Stephanie Gale, who is Mona's best friend, who is over the show. So I that day I had, you know, a bad day. I told them what was going on. I told them we had broke up. It's been like 3 months already. And they asked me like, what do you want to do? And I said, you know what? Everybody knows Cam from being with me. They don't know him from being with no one else but me, and the same for me. So therefore, I have to talk about it. I'm on this reality show, and this is my reality. So I'm going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want later on down the line, yeah, we're covering and nobody knows, we're not talking about it. But later on when he wants to move on with his life or I want to move on, I don't want people to be like, yo, I seen Cam with such and such. If it's out in the open, he
right.
can
and
be
then it
with
looks like a fake storyline. Like, why is she pretending to still be with him while they're...
If she's not, I just felt like, listen, when we broke up, Cam and I... we would get into arguments like anybody else or a disagreement, and we will fix it that day. We always made sure that we didn't go 24 hours with being upset with each other. We'll be like, you want to be friends? All right, let's be friends. You know what I mean? Like on something like that. When Cam didn't reach out to me in a day, and a day turned into a week turned into a month turned into 2,
Sheesh.
I was like, he didn't even try to reach out to me.
So
like,
wait, he just stopped talking to you?
We had a blowout, and we was just like, it was a mutual thing. We was just like, we can't do this anymore because now it's becoming toxic. You know what I mean? We never called each other. What happened was one of his friends, 2 of his friends actually passed away. The first one passed away, and I was like, it's too soon. I'm not going to reach out. When the second one passed away, I was like, you know what? I know the guy. I'm not going to be petty. I'm going to reach out and make sure he's okay. So I called him, and he was like, he texted me back like, hey, I know you're calling for such and such. I'm okay, or whatever. We didn't talk. He just texted me. I was like, okay, I'm just making sure you're okay. Then the rumor report came on. That was the second time we talked. And I explained to him, I said, Cam, I don't see why it's an issue for me to talk about my reality on a reality show I'm on and get paid for it. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? We're not together, and I would never say anything to disrespect you or say anything that I thought you were going to be my husband and the father of my children. So I have nothing negative. It didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Did I plan for any of this to happen? No, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with Cam and grow old with him. But sometimes things don't happen like we want them to happen. So therefore, you know, it is what it is. He was like, okay, I will never violate you. Even if you violated me, I won't violate you. I said, Cam, you don't have to worry about that. Like, you was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, let's work on the friendship because I really miss that. I'm like, cool. The Industry on Blast people notice, because Cam and I will post pictures all the time, videos. Right. So people notice, you know,
there's
pictures.
No pictures.
There's no pictures.
Together.
So they go on, they ask, and I'm erasing comments, stuff like that, because I really didn't want people to know. You never know. Like when you break up, you never know if you're gonna get back with the person or not. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to blow it up, be fighting on Instagram and all that. I'm not with all that. So when Industry on Blast posted, they're like, are Cam and JuJu still together? And who is this lady he's with on the picture? That's his friend that he hangs out with. My sister commented and said, she looked like a whole meth head. If that's what he's into, that's what he's into. She didn't at him. She didn't at her. She didn't at anyone. The next day, my sister's like, yo, this guy, he's attacking me on the comment that I made. I'm like, who? So I go and look, and it's a friend of his that I know. So my mom raised us like this. So I don't care like who you are, man,
Did
woman.
He know it was your sister?
Of course he knows he's my sister because he added her. So he added her and was saying some threatening stuff. So I'm looking and I'm like, let me see what was said in this comment so different from what my sister said, because it was 200 comments. Why did they single my sister out? So I'm looking through. Then I see the other young lady. Yo, what's up? Because I'm with the shits. So I'm like, what shits are you with? Because this is my sister. So I go off. I curse them both out. And I was out of character, but I'm not going to apologize about that. I will curse anybody out. Again, that's my sister. You understand what I'm saying? So
Your sister called her a meth head.
yeah, she called her meth head. Well, listen, my sister and my mother consider Cam family. Like, they know how much I love Cam.
Right.
He said he was hurt by all that because he did consider your sister and mom
You think
very
they're not
close to
hurt?
him.
You think they're not hurt how things turned out with us? You think my mom is not hurt that he told my mom he was going to marry me and we were going to do this and do that and it didn't happen?
It's a relationship though, but if that was Cam's new girl, I don't know if it was or if it's not. To call her a meth head is just foul.
Listen.
Come on now.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's her opinion though, but I don't think she's disrespecting Cam.
yes, it is. Just like you said, you dating a meth head. That's disrespecting me too. That's
Well,
my
that's
girl.
my
If
sister.
that was my girl. Like,
Well, she went to bat for her sister. It was something her
Listen,
sister said.
It was something my sister said, and it was 200 comments saying almost the same thing. Like, oh, people were saying, and she said, JuJu's too good for Cam.
Right.
She's hurt too. You understand what I'm saying? They see me hurt. They was telling me.
But that's her family. It's different than,
Yeah, but see, that's the time when JuJu should have said, you know what? Erase that comment. Let me call Cam and have this
probably
I
conversation.
couldn't
happened
even
too
say
quick.
that. I couldn't even say erase the comment when his friend was already, a grown 40-year-old man was already attacking my sister. Then there's another, and here's the thing. I've been around Cam since 2002. I know how they move over there. Nobody over there is going to move without the approval of Cam. Okay, listen. Once I was looking through and I seen her say something, the girl, I know her from being around Cam. I've been around her once or twice, and I said what I said to her. Now, so I text Cam. While I'm texting Cam, she responds back to me. And I'm like, yo, Cam, what's up? Like, you and this girl got something going on? Because I've been around her a couple times. He's like, nah, I swear to God on my son. So he's like, we have the power to end this or whatever. So I'm mad because what she replied, implying that she was messing with Cam.
Right.
Because don't have her around me.
She posted a lot of pictures of them.
I'm going to get to that. So she, the girl responded crazy. I'm texting Cam at the time. I called him a few times. He never picked up. He wanted to communicate by text. So I'm like, what's happening here? So he's like, oh, we have the power to fix this. Let's fix it. So I didn't say, let's fix it. I did contact Industry on Blast, and I contacted Famulous, and I told them to please delete it. They're like, yo, this is what we do. You can't tell us to not do our job. I'm like, please just delete it. But I never told him that because it pissed me off for the girl to respond like they were dating or had something going on. So I ended it. I never said anything. When they addressed me and attacked me, his friend was like, oh, I never liked you anyway. His homeboy who I've been around. I'm like, dude, keep that same energy. I don't care. If you don't like me, it's not doing
I'm
anything
not
for me.
around now, so.
But my thing is this girl, after the fact of what I told her about, it was only concerning my sister. The blogs turned it into a big thing. She was like, oh, when I get to 100K followers, I'm going to do XYZ to JuJu. So that day it finished. She kept on harassing and low-key bullying me basically for 3 days straight. Cam never said anything. And I know for a fact that these people are not going to move without Cam telling them, go ahead, I don't care. Either you say, thank you so much. Either that or you sitting around there talking about me because they can't feel comfortable to talk about me and the way they did if you're not talking about me or you said something foul about me around them. Because like I said, if you break up with somebody, my friends don't know if I'm getting back with Cam or not. Usually people try to work out their problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't just break up.
People break up all the time and get back together.
So why would they go so crazy on me? So I felt, and she said it on her live, oh, I got the green light. I was told the leash was off. That was very hurtful because you told me you would never violate me, but to me that's a form of violation for you letting someone close to you attack me like that for 3 days. Yeah, when it was to my sister, I said what I said. This girl made posts and went crazy for 3 days straight to the point where strangers, like my cousins from Brooklyn was like, what's up? Like, this is too much. Where's Cam? We handling this. I'm like, no, while this girl is attacking me, I'm trying to save her ass. Because strangers was like, we know where she work at. We want to beat her up. She's being disrespectful. But everybody's like, where's Cam? All he had to do was call or text and end it. But he did not. When I text him, because now I'm like, okay, it may get violent. You know what I mean? I text him. I'm like, yo, Cam, what's up? Like, you letting this girl go in for 3 days. Oh, I was out of town. I had the flu. My mother's just showing me what happened. I'm going to straighten it out. I'm sorry this happened. I'm going to take care of it. So I'm like, okay, cool. That night she goes live, never apologizes for anything she did. She just clears up that they weren't together. So to me, it was more like a damage control type thing. Instead of, she said for 30 minutes, attacked my sister for 30 minutes, still said she wanted to fight me. So you came up here and you said, oh, that was girl stuff. I recall an incident when we was in the club. You swung on a dude. I saw it out my peripheral. I swung right behind you and asked you what happened later, because that's the type of relationship we had. So you gonna let this girl violate me and say it's girl stuff? When it was with you, I had your back, and I didn't care if it was a man or not. You know what I mean?
JuJu, this sucks that you have your masters and you got to deal with all this stuff right now.
You know,
Is this going to be on Love and Hip Hop?
no, none of this
Like
is
any of this drama?
No,
they don't
that's
ask
the
you about-
thing. No. None of this is gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. I said that if we broke up, I did say that. I didn't badmouth Cam. Listen, at the end of the day, I will say it wasn't all bad. Cam and I had 9 years of fun relationship where it was great. Cam is a good guy. He's a good father. And I fell in love with Cameron, not Cameron. Cam used to fly in, bring me flowers to work, take me out. Like, I'll be on the phone with him thinking he's in New York. He's at my office to take me out to lunch. I knew he had it in him to make our relationship work because I know what he was capable of doing. So when he stopped doing that, I just felt that, we were just growing apart and we were going in different directions, and that's okay.
And the great thing is that he did say that you are a wonderful, wonderful woman, and any man would be lucky to have you.
No, and I mean, I thank him for saying that. And I also feel he's a good man and a great father, a great son, a great businessman. I learned a lot of things from Cam that people saying online, oh, he wasted 10 years of her life. No, he didn't. Everything is a learning experience. And this was a man that I really learned a lot from, and I thought I was going to marry. It didn't work out. It didn't, but it's never a waste of time, ever. He's a good man, and I wish him the best. I wish him to, be with someone who, he basically is more compatible with. But
How many people in your DMs now?
girl, the DMs are lit. they're on tilt. But I mean, sometimes I'm saying, it's been 6 months. Should I date? Should I not date? But Cam is all I've known for the last 15 years. So I'm just
Will you try to get back? Because obviously you still love him. Obviously that's where your heart's at.
I love Cam. I'm not gonna say, you can't turn that off. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time of us being together. But that whole situation with that young lady and him not stepping up to the plate and taking up for me like that, I mean, at this point right now, I don't even want to be friends, because that was very hurtful. Like, I would never allow someone to go in on Cam the way this girl went in on me. I mean, you was not on vacation. You saw some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I was on vacation and I saw it while I was on
while
vacation.
you was on vacation.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I told Cam, I was like, we was watching that on vacation. Like, what's going on? Who is this?
Yeah, and with one text you could have ended, and then you tell me you sorry it's happened. Is gonna, you talk to her. He was like, oh, I talked to her. I'm sorry it happened. I'm gonna fix it. She only fixed the part that she wasn't dating you. Everything else was still like an attack. You know what I mean?
You know what, JuJu? I ain't gonna lie. I love you and Cam's relationship. It just looked fun. It looked spontaneous.
Thank you.
But when you guys broke up, right?
Yes.
And your sister called her a meth head, right? I'm just thinking and I don't know the girl. I don't even know, because
This is two different girls though.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
confused. I was on vacation. Never mind then. I thought, because if your sister called her a meth head and you called me a meth head, then I'm gonna attack you and I'm gonna try to attack you with
No,
hers.
it's the girl who was called a meth head hasn't even said one word.
Oh, it's another girl.
It's two.
Shit,
I mean, he has a lot of female friends that he keeps around, and that's the thing. I don't mind him having female friends, but it has to be a respect level.
When's the last time y'all spoke?
We spoke probably 2 months ago.
Do y'all still have businesses together and all that?
Well, we have properties together and things like that, but we spoke and it was actually really good. It was right before this whole blow up. It was good. We FaceTime, and he was just like, he misses our friendship. I'm like, I miss our friendship too. We were just basically building on that, which made me feel good, because I have my moments like 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm cool, 1 minute I'm like, I could get through it, and then 1 minute I can't. And it's been 6 months, but when you're in love with a person, how I was in love with Cam, it's just hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, no, it's no. Nah.
So
So
what about
what's
the businesses y'all have together? What about the businesses?
Well, like right now, because this whole thing just happened 2 weeks ago, I just haven't been wanting to talk to him or anything. But we both have attorneys, and we'll be able to dissolve it and do what we have to do. But I'm not gonna let businesses or anything tie me up to something where I'm not happy or where I'm not feel like I'm respected or appreciated.
Now, when you say you're not happy, is that you really saying you're not happy, or is that you, is that because a lot of times when things happen in a relationship, it's the right thing to do. People always say, oh, you should do it, but that might not be where your heart's at,
Listen, like I said, it wasn't something that just happened. It was something that was gradually happening for a year that I was dealing with, that I was wearing a smile, but I'm like, my man is pushing me away. He don't want me around. We're not doing anything. He has all these girls around and all these dudes around, but I'm X'd out. So
She can't force somebody to be with
I
her.
can't.
No,
And
I mean,
I'm
but
not.
it's always a down bottom to the thing. You know, do you think that your success turned him off a little bit? Because, you know, a lot of
The
times in
attention that
relationships.
you were getting.
Well, that
Yeah,
wouldn't be
men-
good because, I mean, if anything, he helped me get to where I'm
Right, he
at.
wanted
So
you
you
to.
should be proud that, I mean, turn him off in what way? What do you mean?
You know, sometimes in relationships, a man loves the fact that his woman is needed. You know, like his woman needs something.
him.
Yeah, exactly. And then when that need isn't there anymore, it's kind of like, oh boy, you know what I mean?
And also sometimes that dynamic shifts. They're used to you being in a certain like position.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're like getting booked for things on your own and doing stuff on your own. And it is a different kind of like dynamic.
Well, I never thought of it like that.
Because I was like that at first with my wife. Like,
You
I was
was?
happy because, well, I wasn't happy, but she needed me because I was the worker. She took care of the
Right,
kids.
right.
And then when she started working, doing her own thing and started making moves, it was like,
You miss doing the
like,
things
whoa,
for her.
whoa.
What's going on here?
I'm losing my pants here. But,
Right.
you know, I had to grow and develop as a man to realize that it was best for both of us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But at
That's
first,
what
I
thought.
was fucked
But
up about it
Juju's
at
always
first.
had her own businesses and done real estate and everything. I think it's just the extra attention maybe from Love and Hip Hop. Because, you know, Love and Hip Hop feels sometimes like it could be a curse on relations. Not everybody's, but we've seen a lot of things blow up on that show.
And I wouldn't even, people say, oh, the Love and Hip Hop curse or the relationship, but Cam wasn't even on the show with me. And Cam was the one who told me
Right.
to do the show. He was very supportive. So for Envy to say that, I never thought about it that way. He never had that conversation with me if that was the issue. I had plenty of conversations with him trying to find out what it was because I wanted to fix it for a year. I'm like, yo, what is it? Let's go on vacation. Let's do this. Like, why are you pushing me away? Like, I don't get this. Like, we've had 9 years of we're best friends, peas in a pod, and one of a sudden, you're just like, you go over there, you got your own thing going, you need your own identity. I'm like, we're like together. Like, what do you mean my own identity?
I
Like,
don't see this as over.
Envy, let me tell you something. Don't be trying to act like you Miss Cleo.
No,
You don't know.
I don't see this as over. Like, usually when
You
it's
want
over,
them to get back
it's a
together.
real nasty split. I hate you, F you, go F your mama. Like, it ain't that. Y'all grew apart, and I think y'all can get back together. I really like if I don't see a video of y'all dancing to the Spanish music or y'all shooting each other in the house, that fake stuff that y'all did, then I'm gonna be upset in the next 6 months.
Well, you're gonna be upset. Start getting upset now. It's no. It's
Listen,
it's
and
too-
breaking up doesn't mean it's not like it's the end of the world. Sometimes people just aren't compatible and they really do grow apart.
and
And it could be, this sets you up for knowing what you want to do and get out of your next relationship. It sets him up for what he wants to do next. And like he said, y'all don't have negative things to
No,
say
I
about
have
each
nothing
other.
negative
So
to say
I
about
think
him
that's
at all.
great. That's how a breakup should be.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
It doesn't have to be. That's the thing. When people break up, it doesn't have to be nasty,
Right.
and you don't have to curse people out. And that's what we like. Everything was good, and I explained to him, listen. When you see the episode, and I was trying to figure out what episode it was going to be on because I wanted to give him the call before he saw it air. But when you guys said it, I'm like, people were calling me. Oh my God, it was on the rumor report. So I was like, listen, I have to give you the respect to tell you I did speak about it on Love and Hip Hop. I did not say anything disrespectful about you. I would never do that, regardless of how mad I am or how hurt I am. I would never disrespect you. So he was like, okay, I would never violate you. So. I don't know.
Are there any good prospects for you now? Anybody that in the DM that you was like,
Girl, look at you.
Anybody that you're like, that's not a bad one?
Nah, it's been some people. I've been looking, but I mean, sometimes I feel like I want to date, and then sometimes I feel like I don't. I just want to focus.
Just take it slow, man. If you want to go out and just go eat, that's not a big deal. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're like dating someone.
But
Yeah.
if somebody takes a picture, it's gonna be all over the blogs that you're dating somebody.
Right.
And
Right.
that you're
If they have their
pregnant,
arm around
and
me.
that you're almost married.
Oh,
That's
now
what
you
it
can
is.
take pictures with people's arms around
No,
you.
I'm gonna keep it the same way. I'm gonna keep the Cam rule. Don't put your arm around me. You know what? I've been in a relationship so long. Even with Cam and I were friends, like from in the beginning, we're still kicking it or whatever. So I just haven't been by myself in a long time. So I'm just gonna enjoy that.
it.
Take it slow. Continue to focus on my businesses, the show. I'm actually, because of this whole breakup thing, I've been writing a lot, so I'm actually working on my second book.
Yes.
And I did bring you guys books.
Woo, woo.
I'm gonna sign them for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. And my second book is basically different steps of dealing with heartbreak because, not everybody can be strong and sit here 6 months later. I know people who, have been in breakups and 2 years later, they're still depressed or hurt or feel like they don't want to live anymore because of the breakup. So, I'm basically, talking about the different steps I went through, and hopefully I can help someone. Again, I thank Cam for the platform that he provided for me to showcase, who I am. And it was
hopefully y'all end up being friends again one day at
yeah,
least.
I mean, right now.
Sometimes it just take a while. Like you waited.
Look at Envy. Look at Envy.
They will. I can see they will.
We will be friends. We'll
They will
definitely
be
be friends.
friends.
Together, relationship, no. But we'll definitely be friends.
Don't say no.
Whose side were you on in the Mason
Don't say
Cameron?
no.
Whose side were you on in the Mason Cameron beef?
I wasn't on nobody's side. Actually, it was my whole situation was fresh with
It
the
was all
happened.
around the same
It was
time,
around
yeah.
the same time, and I really, those people knew each other before I was even around, so I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying?
Did you listen to the songs though, JuJu?
I didn't hear. I kind of heard snippets on the online, but
You're
I never.
a very snippets type of person.
Yeah, I'm snippets because I'm so busy that I'm like, well, okay, what's going on? I knew Cam was gonna respond because Cam is petty, like he's not gonna let nothing slide. So I knew I was like, the response is
You
coming.
think he's
in
gonna
1, 2,
respond to
3.
this?
Probably not, because he already said what he said. I mean, I hope not. This should end it here. Like I said, friends possibly. We have businesses and things together that we're gonna have to talk again. I was just very hurt by how things transpired, and I felt he didn't protect me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I wish him the best of luck with everything, his music, his movies, his businesses, his love life. And like I said, he's a good guy. I learned a lot from him. And
We wish you the best of luck too, JuJu.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
We
And
look
thank you
forward
for
to
coming.
seeing
I just
you.
wanted to make sure we heard your side of the story also. I know
Thank you. I
Cam
appreciate
said what he said, and it wasn't necessarily, he just said it wasn't really fun for you guys, and maybe for you too, it wasn't fun to be arguing over things, anymore.
Yeah, I just wanted respect and to feel appreciated. So, I mean.
It's not too much to ask
It's
for.
not. It's not. I'm super loyal, and I've had his back for so many years. So for him to just say, "Oh, it's not fun," that was also hurtful. I'm like, you ain't.
I think every woman could say that we done called up our boyfriend, because I definitely have told my boyfriend, why are you liking this picture?
I mean,
And he
everybody
stopped.
does that. I mean, even men
He's
do
scared
it.
to like anything.
Even men do it, regardless if they want to say they do it or not. They do it too.
Yeah, they definitely check you out.
Yeah,
and
like
know.
don't follow him. Who you follow? Come on.
That's a fact.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Envy,
Look at
JuJu.
Envy.
This is too much. There's too much women stuff
Yeah, there was
going
a lot
on
of
for
women
Envy
that
in the room.
I was just listening.
All Envy could
Right,
keep saying
Envy,
was,
how
y'all
would you
gonna
feel
get-
about your wife liking male pics and dick pics that are going on the ground? Would you think
Well,
that's
she
appropriate?
doesn't. She doesn't.
She doesn't.
Are you
because
sure?
she's
Can you go
respecting
look?
you.
I'm positive. Yeah,
No,
I'm
I'm kidding.
positive. No, she does it, and I don't as well. And it's just a respect
Out of
thing.
respect. That's all
Absolutely, but she has.
I'm saying. Why
my,
you always got the butts in there?
No. I mean, but I can exchange phones with my wife, and I can go in her DMs. She can go in my DMs. It's nothing, thing. But I wouldn't do it because not. Put like this: if a friend posts a picture of his wife or girl in a bathing suit, I won't like it.
Right. Out of respect.
Yeah, out of respect, and also I just never want them to think, oh, he's trying to holler at my wife or holler at my girl, or he's trying to slide. So I don't. Like
But if it's him
anything.
and his wife and they're both in the picture and she's in a bathing suit and he's in his, you'll like that. If this the two of them together.
that might be a 50-50. I might just
Right.
pass
It
by.
might still be.
And I want if you post a picture in a bathing suit, I won't post a picture unless you got a.
You won't post a picture?
I mean, I won't like your picture. Like certain pictures, I just
I
don't.
like pictures of your whole family in their bathing suits and they're all
Yeah,
coordinated.
you guys always coordinate. It's so cute. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
like those
love
pictures
it.
all the time.
Thank you. I don't know. Well, maybe when you start coordinating, you and your boo start coordinating, I'll start liking your pictures. All right.
Well, he's got to get it together.
All right.
So basically, what you're saying is out of respect.
Yeah, out of
right or
respect,
wrong?
yeah, for my wife, yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't do it, and
Because
she doesn't do the same.
if you like somebody's picture in a bikini, they will think Envy likes me, right? Right.
That's right.
You just said that. Okay, so that was my point.
But my wife does follow Maxwell, and I don't.
You have a problem with it?
You know what? That was her crush growing up. Like she liked Maxwell, and now that I'm cool with Maxwell,
Now it's really attainable for her.
Shut up. I let it slide to like a Maxwell. But that's it. That's all she gets is
it.
Maxwell. She could like.
But you know what? There's guys that like your pictures and you might not think that they're trying to holler at you too at the same time. Because I'm sure there's guys that you cool with. If they like your picture, does that mean automatically you're like, oh yeah, he's...
It's Cam though. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like women would take it different. Like, oh, he liking my picture, he likes me, or I would just see it the same way Envy saw
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? And it's 50-50. People can see it in different ways. I saw it like that. Like they can think you want to talk to them, try to slide in your DMs, and just cause problems. Like just to respect me because I don't do it, you shouldn't do it.
And it's fair enough to say if I ask you not to do something because I don't like it, you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't
It's
do
something
it.
simple.
And for you to keep doing
But I
it.
got the same cam rule too. Like my arm ain't going around nobody, even when I take a picture. Same thing with my wife. Unless if it's a kid and it's a cute picture to school, something
Right,
like that.
right,
But
right.
if it's an adult, half the times I don't. When people put their arm around me, if it's a female, I try to like kind of
low key, like,
kind of low key, kind of
dodge
move
it.
off,
Right.
And then that, but
I always take pictures with people's arm around me.
Well, that's different.
I mean, I still don't want to take pictures like that,
Right.
just because I feel like, even now people be like, oh, she's dating him, like what Envy said.
But you know what? We take pictures up here every single day.
And then
Yeah, I don't have
even the pictures up here. If anybody ever looks, who do I stand next to?
You be on.
I stand next to
Charlamagne.
ye.
Oh,
I always stand next to ye. So
but on the end, right?
You can never cut me off and say these two people. No, it's me and ye.
Oh, okay, on the side.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, not
she-
me and you on the side, but you know what I mean.
No.
You know, Juju, you trying to get me in trouble, man.
No. No, tell your wife. No. I'm just saying you just staying away from
We
the
got what
female
you got. We just
sword.
joking.
So yeah.
All right. Well, what we got from this is JuJu is available. So if there's any great prospects out there, we're gonna help her sweat through them.
All right, you're gonna
I
help
don't know
me
if
go.
Juju's available yet.
Look at Envy.
Not yet.
When am I gonna be available?
You need some more
Kim
time.
says she'll be great for any guy. She's a great
There's phases when you
catch.
get into arguments or when you break up. It's the mad
It's been a
phase.
year.
6 months. No, it's been 6 months and a year of pushing away.
A year,
So-
then you could get through the, like right now it's still a year, then it's over. It's not over yet. Like 2018, JuJu and Cam for president. I'm telling you.
for president.
Maybe not for president, but you know what I mean.
It's crazy.
Nah, I mean,
All right.
it's 6 months is a long time, and feelings and stuff change.
Well,
so-
listen, if you should decide that you do want to go for it, you go for it. If you should decide that you
absolutely.
don't, you don't. It doesn't matter. We
absolutely.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, absolutely.
We support.
I'm always gonna follow my feelings and my hearts, but right now,
How would your mom and sister feel, though?
they're gonna support whatever
Okay.
I decide. You know what I'm saying? They love Cam. Cam is family. My nephew still doesn't know. If I tell my nephew, he'll probably go crazy. Where's Uncle Cam? Why Uncle Cam hasn't come around? They love him. So
Now is that
this
door
is-
still open? Because people say once mine, always mine. Like if late night one time you in Orlando, he pops up in Orlando. Is that
Envy, I'm not talking to you anymore. The
telling
door's
you, kid,
the door's
all right.
closed.
All
All
right.
right. The door has
all
been
right.
officially closed.
He's got the key.
he's got the key?
He was on my side. There's no key. No.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us.
No
JuJu.
problem.
It's the Breakfast
Thank you
Club.
for
Good
having
morning.
me.